Hello, hello, hello. Hello. How we doing? Shapeshifting Detective. It's Mystery Sunday. How we doing? Better than Dorado, I hope. Look at that creepy dude. Look at that creepy dude. Everyone's kind of creepy in this. She's trying to smash Sam. She wants to DoorDash and smash. She got abducted by aliens. He's a weirdo. He's a tarot card guy. That's the dead girl. Alright, let's jump back into it.
Welcome to Poe's Curiosity Shop.
Alright, we're
Do you have an
Bronwyn.
inkling what this might...
Visit everybody.
Do you believe Tara can predict things now?
I'm not one for mystics and crystal balls. I'm a Virgo.
It says you're lying about your alibi.
Fuck
Is
it,
it
let's go
really?
with it.
Can it predict the murderer? No. Of course not. You'd have done that already.
Cowbells. No? What?
What a day. Alice Munro, then. Looks like our traveller likes redheads.
I wouldn't be so sure. Looks
It does
that
look
way.
that way.
I wouldn't be so... Looks that way. I
Why
wouldn't
is
be
he so
sure.
creepy?
Should we be worried about Violet?
Maybe. She thinks she was abducted by aliens.
Then that possibly means she's already been a traveller target. What else did she say?
Something about being in a row of heads?
So they're killing us for sport. Sounds about right.
Okay.
Not necessarily bad spirits, just could be good spirits.
Bron, what are we going to do about Ellis?
What would you do about Alice?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking you.
Yeah, duh.
Let's think. What have we tried before?
A few times we've caught up with the Traveller, nothing's worked.
Talking to them? Killing them? Restraining them? Talking to them?
Ellis is safe. That could work. But who is the killer?
Alice. Sam.
That would be a cool twist, wouldn't it? I got no clue.
Chief
I think it's Chief DuPont, if anybody. Maybe
Alice.
Zach?
Zach.
Zach's the black dude, right? That's the boyfriend.
Oscar. Chief.
No.
The office door shook with the knocking from outside. What a time for company. Had I been set up, I'd shot Vanessa, and now
Okay, no Chief.
about to get caught. Wait a minute.
No Oscar.
Think. Quick
No Zach.
for some kind of solution.
Who are you? What are you doing in my house? Get out now before I call the police!
How'd she
On
get
the back
in?
of my pants. It's hot. Officer Peters looks me up and down.
Okay, so that
she saw it
probably
too,
wasn't
but
good.
not as hot as the gun in the back of my pants. I wince.
Hello, I'm Rain. I'm Rain.
I'm Rain.
5 seconds. 5 solar seconds.
Who is Sophia?
You saw her, did you? She's my goddaughter. At that age where she overshares.
Is she a ghost?
What makes you say that, Rain? Is there something about her aura?
flights. It's soft, she says. It's then I realize.
What is it, Ray?
I have a plan.
You do? Enlighten me.
Maybe Ellis should stay with us.
With our track record, if she gets killed anywhere near us, we'll be sent to jail, whether we did it or not.
That's true.
That's cold. That's cold.
She's right, though.
I know it seems harsh, but without us, who's saving the rest of the world?
Spurs, I'm really not supposed to say this, but the chief thinks there's an onomat on the loose. And when they get in your head, you can't get them out. Well, if I hear something, I'll let you know.
Hi, Rain. Did you miss me while I was gone?
So, Ellis Monroe.
I'm honestly not going to try and worry about this one. We've told Sam, and I think that's all we can do.
Really? Well, what's Sam going to do?
I believe Sam is going to save Ellis. According to the Ouija, this could play out in a lot of different ways, but mostly saving Ellis.
What other ways?
Ellis could run, Ellis could die, Ellis could be saved, mistaken identity, someone else dies. There's a lot of noise coming from the beyond, but it's not just a load of voices saying Ellis will die. Sam's got this.
6 weeks wasted. I knew I had a reason for wanting her
Alright.
dead. I point the gun at her and sneer. What do you want
Do
from
we
me?
dare? Do we
I
try and
want you
show
to
up
help
at...
me make more
Yeah,
onomats.
we gotta go to Ellis's house.
You mean like, baby? This. Or
Haven't you done enough predicting my death?
I'm sorry.
How does she know him?
It's okay. I'm just kidding. I know it's not your fault. Well, unless you're the killer.
Have you made a decision about the show?
I think it's a no. Sorry. It's just the reading that you gave me the other day. I don't want to scare off the audience.
Why would I scare off your listeners?
They don't want to hear talk of death and darkness. Well, they do, if it's in a story. But you can't tell them they're going to die.
I said you were going to die?
You didn't say you're going to die, just like that, but I remember the death card. And the devil. And you said it was... What was the word you used? My challenge. That I needed to die so I could be free from my chains. I know you said it doesn't mean literal death, but maybe it does.
Still smiling mouth. As part of her
That's right.
heritage,
He tried to
bold and
pitch
free.
doing readings on the radio.
I expected to see a dripping crop.
We haven't been Ellis
Hi,
yet, though,
I'm
have we?
Lexi. I'm Lexi.
It spoke. Your body is.
They got
Your
nothing to say to each
wardens
other.
have long since forgotten you.
Lexicorn, how thin are these walls?
What do you mean the walls are thin?
I can hear you screaming at your Ouija board. Last night, too. I feel like I've heard your whole life story.
What did you hear?
Does Sam like me? Is Violet a lesbian? Will Ellis die? Will Bronwyn die? That last one, don't worry about that.
Why not? Because you're immortal.
Ach, I am Bronwyn MacLeod from the Clan MacLeod, and I am immortal. You silly badger.
Three circles all attached in the center.
Yes.
Our job is so stressful.
Tell me about it. Chasing around the unknown, trying to triumph good over evil, generally standing around helpless watching people die.
Why do we do it?
For me, it's a common decency thing. Hi, I'm Bronwyn. Did you know the Earth was overrun by trans-dimensional evil? Want to help fix it? Sure.
Yeah.
Transdimensional evil?
I'll read the manual, Lex.
Yeah.
People are afraid of ghosts, zombies, and aliens. They never even think to consider the possibility that there are millions of universes, potentially with millions of predators, all far more evolved than we are. What are our chances of victory? Minuscule. But if we don't fight at all, 0.
Located at Brindley Hill, the
Where's that
site of
one?
a standing circle within August. You might have seen it. Legend says that it wards versing.
Sorry, we're closed. Unless you're here for something else.
It is creepy.
I'm a friend of
dude.
Dorota's.
Dorota. I'm sorry about what happened.
Dorota told me things about you. Can I come in?
It's a bit late, but I think I could spare a few minutes.
Of course you could, you little fucking freak.
Sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Lexi.
Lexi. I like it. It's got an edge.
Dorota says she knew you. You're dating Violet, aren't you? I know what you did to Dorota. Dorota says she knew you.
Yeah, she had a portrait session with me. Can I get you a drink?
No thanks.
Should we have a drink with him?
Sure.
A skull? I don't know if I want this.
Here, I've only got vodka. You're old enough to drink, right?
Of course. Does it matter?
I like you already.
You're dating Violet, aren't you?
Ah, I don't want to piss him off. That might
You're
piss him
dating Violet.
off.
I know what you did to Dorota.
Fuck it.
I didn't do anything to Dorota.
You killed her. You seduced her.
You make it sound so sordid. Dorota didn't do anything she didn't want to.
You're dating Violet, aren't you?
No, we're just friends.
That's not what you told Sam. That's not what Violet thinks. That's not what you told Sam. That's not what Violet thinks.
Violet doesn't always see things clearly. It's fine. I know how to handle her.
Doesn't see what clearly? What do you mean, handle her?
You know, some women, they think a bunch of flowers means a relationship. Anyway, why are we talking about Violet? Let's talk about you.
I think I'm out,
No,
dude.
no, no. Ivan dropped down next to the kitten. It's
Okay,
okay.
so she's gone.
It's okay. Tears blurred his vision. He stroked the kitten with the side of his finger.
Hi, I'm Ellis. I'm Ellis.
Stood
All right,
and
so
raised his foot. It would have to be
let's do the gambit. Okay, no Violet,
even than a magpie. One,
no Bronwyn. That'd be funny.
the kitten's skull was easily. The thin bones cracked. Blood.
There's a
The
mirror in
wet
the top left
towel
corner
stuck
there.
to
I'm
his
always waiting
heel
for
as he
someone to
lifted
be in
it,
there.
unveiling the bloody mess he
Did we already talk with her? I feel like
Shutting-
we may have already done her.
raced to the sight. Worse, Ivan slumped to the floor as Uni padded over to inspect the darkening towel.
I'm Zach Weston. Just sharpening my powers of persuasion.
until Uni stopped pacing and sat grudgingly.
I think we should break up. I need to talk about Ellis Monroe.
What have you been doing with Ellis Monroe?
What haven't I been doing? What have you heard?
The tarot readers have predicted that she's the next victim. Do you think we should do something?
Want to fool around?
No, I do not. I've got more important things to do, Zach.
I think we should break up.
Do we want to break them up? No.
On the bed, and Noah leaned forward to nuzzle her nose. Have you brought... and perched on the edge of the bed and placed the kitten? You ordered this? He asked, his voice. Didn't I mention it? She started pulling at the fur. She would have remembered.
Zach, what are you doing here?
I've been a naughty boy. I need to tell my previous partners.
Good to know. I'm not one of them, though, so... Unless there's anything else?
Pose for me.
Zach, please stop asking. It's not gonna happen.
Just undo a few buttons, yeah?
Are you bullying me into taking my clothes off for you?
You didn't have any buttons.
That's sleazy. Just leave, Zach, before I call Chief DuPont.
Yes.
And
I mean, he's a sleazeball
there's a
anyway, so I don't
handle,
feel bad about
and then
that.
it kind of looks like a bell shape.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Like a wooden bell with a large handle.
Alright.
I'm Oscar. Is there anything else I can do?
Oscar's working undercover for the chief. He was trying to set up Bronwyn.
By craftsmen to carve temples. 100 years
And
old
Oscar
and comes
was
from an
dating
ancient
Dorada.
burial ground.
But Dorada was also banging
This
Ellis.
particular one has traces of the same line. Giza. Well, that's what the man down the pub. Poe's curiosity shop is now closed.
Oscar, good. You got my message. Got some things to show you.
What have you got?
Does, this mean anything to you?
That's Dorota.
And what if I showed you this?
Ellis Monroe.
Do you know her?
She's from the radio.
And if I do this?
What a dick.
No? Anything?
What are you doing?
That'll be all. You can go now.
I can in fact tell you that
What a dick.
for under
Oscar, I'm so sorry. What can I do?
Were you seeing Dorota?
Oscar, it's so much more complicated than that.
Why didn't you save her? Is it really? Tell me.
Oscar, I didn't mean to hurt anyone. That's not who I am. I go out of my way to help people, to be kind to them.
Aw, so nice.
So were you helping or being kind?
Yeah, probably both.
I had
And a little
feelings for her,
naughty.
Oscar. You should understand that. I'm sorry this is how you had to hear it. But maybe she didn't tell you because she was leaving me. I don't know. I'm sorry. I truly am.
I forgive you. You want to make it up to me?
How?
Maybe if I knew what Dorota saw in you, it'd help.
What do you mean?
We should sleep together.
That's fair.
Whoa!
I'll just freshen up and you can put it in me while I think of Dorota's cold, lifeless body. That way, At least one of us is still thinking of her. You can go now.
It's in far better shape than he is. I limp past the wreck towards the exit ramp.
I thought we just got Oscar
a
got
reinforced
laid.
steel
I guess
wall
not.
now separates the lab's underground car park from the outside world. And with my back against it,
Alright, so I think we want to return to Sam. We've been through everybody.
she tore straight through his gut, pulling out his spine like...
Bug it.
She has a wicked imagination for her age. Do you think you're sitting here now? Perception is reality, Sam. I needed to confide in someone, so I told Chief Dupont. Just Chief Dupont. And now you, apparently.
Okay.
Why are you talking about this again? You understand, every time you mention abduction, it opens up a vault of crushing memories that I'd rather stay locked up.
Come on, we gotta know.
No. Not even the moon.
She's in cover before I can aim. She weaves her way around wreck. Shot goes wide, but it's enough to send her sprinting direct.
Why can't we just smash Lexi?
The
and get it
third
over
misses. She vaults from the puddle at the base of the wreck.
It's 9 o'clock and you're listening to Radio August. Investigations into the murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw are continuing this evening. Miss
Yeah,
Shaw
let's
was
have more
found
fun.
dead in her home at approximately 10 p.m. last night in what police are describing as a puzzling case. Residents are urged to be cautious until the perpetrator is caught. I cannot stress this enough, August. Stay safe out there. You mean the world to me. In other news, Monroe has been detained on urgent business, so you're stuck with me until she returns.
Indeed.
Never fear, Monroe fans. We still have lots of pre-recordings, so you can relax with her angelic tones. That's 9 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
I think we're ready to go.
Today I've brought in a really cool object. So what might this...
Sam, I've got some heavy rain news.
It's a good game. Heavy Rain. We played it.
Lawrence Petrovsky, that's his real name, and no, he's not a Russian spy. But he does have a criminal record.
What did he do?
He was charged with the murder of a 21-year-old artist. Looks like he got off on a technicality by all accounts. About 3 months ago in Hong Kong. Be careful, Sam. If you're going to ask him about this, it could be a flight risk. And you know, there's a good chance he could be the killer. Door's behind you. Rain's still a suspect. No corroborated alibi. Bronwyn Castle has one, Lexi Taylor doesn't. Got my search back on Rain, or Petrovsky, as we should call him. He's got priors that you're looking into. Violet says she doesn't remember last night, but I've got it in hand. Zach Weston says he was in his studio last night. No one corroborates. Oscar's in the clear. He was playing football last night. He said that Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet. Not many people would know that. That's it.
We know about the wedding dress. It was her mom's.
Perhaps.
Poe's curiosity shop
We can
is
go meet
now
Poe?
closed.
Dreams.
And nightmare.
Hey, I'm going. There's too many people asking questions. It's exhausting. I'm off to stay at my aunt's. I'll come back tomorrow, but I've said everything I can say.
They're busy playing poker.
Yeah, where you
Probably right here. Why? I didn't realize I was under house arrest. Thanks for the advice. I hope I'm not the only suspect.
perhaps represented as danger. Listener perceived.
You're the detective. Monroe just called. This is madness. Who would want to hurt her? We've worked together for years. She's the light to my shade, the angel to my demon, the diamond to my lump of coal. She told me to say all those things. Heavens no. I have a wife and 3 children, beloved spawn of my loins. Monroe and
cool.
I are good friends, that's all. You know, this town is fascinating. There's a lot more to it than meets the eye.
Apparently.
Have you ever read up on the real history of August? The official story is that Mary August retired from a life on the high seas, found a nice
Yo,
spot
ho, ho.
here, and used her ill-gotten gains to establish a town. But that's not what really happened.
What really happened?
It's true that Mary August was a pirate, but she didn't retire. Her ship was sunk on the rocks just off the coast. Mary and all of her crew sought refuge in a small fishing town. This one.
Go on.
They slaughtered everyone. Men, women, and children. All dead and dismembered in their own homes. The bodies were dumped in a mass grave. Well, the body parts. And the pirates moved in. No one knows. It seems at some point it was built over and then forgotten about. It could be under the school, or the church, or right beneath our feet. We interviewed her about her scholarship not too long ago. Do you think whoever killed Dorota plans to kill Monroe? What makes you think she's in danger? Tarot. Does this have anything to do with the gentleman who stopped by?
What gentleman?
I didn't get his name, I'm afraid. He offered to do a spot on our show, doing tarot readings to answer listener questions. We said we'd think about it. Only a madman. Or woman. Monroe is August's sweetheart. Poe and Monroe. That was her idea. Our show. We were just another local radio station before that. It was Monroe who decided we should have a theme. Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe. Don't tell me you haven't heard it, detective. That's what the Free Radio Project is all about.
What's the free
Uniting
radio project?
August via the airwaves. Monroe's been delivering free radios anywhere people might want to listen. Doctor's surgeries, hairdressers, the guest house. I believe she charmed the local electrical store into donating them, in exchange for free advertising, of course. On that note, I should probably get back to the booth. The show must go on. Death threats be damned. Look after Monroe, detective. She's the only Monroe I've got.
It's now 10 o'clock. Here's your August update. Investigations deepen into last night's murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Miss Shaw, a talented cellist who had recently been granted a place at Juilliard, was found strangled at her home last night. With the murderer still at large, Chief DuPont has urged residents to remain calm and stresses there is almost no chance
So we could skip to the
anyone
next
else
chapter already,
being
huh?
harmed.
But we gotta go talk to everybody.
Alice, if you're listening, let me know you're okay. In other news, a handful of August residents have reported seeing strange lights in the sky earlier this evening. The lights, which witnesses describe as searingly bright, were spotted over the east edge of town, past the fire station. Have you seen any strange lights? Or for that matter, little green men? Let me know. That's 10 o'clock with Poe. That's so nice. Poe's Curiosity Shop is now
in August.
Oh, it's you. I was hoping it might be Zach.
Ooh, we can make that happen.
No. And I've got some very important news for him if he ever shows up. Yes. If he ever shows up.
Hint, hint, hint.
Yes, now I remember. It's the one in the hall. Sometimes cuts through the unbearable silence in this place. I'd remember her voice, but her face... It's very plain, isn't it? No? Oh, him, yes. I've heard him on the radio. Never met in real life, though.
Really? You didn't deliver for radio too?
Are you mocking me, Sam? No, I have never met the man.
What the fuck is going on?
Discoveries had been made these last few months.
Dude, goosebumps.
Discoveries he had never...
Sorry, Sam, what can I do for you? Yeah, I always cry around this time of night. What's the point, Sam, huh? If we can't save them. Mercury is a curse. It's like some tourist guide for murders. I try for Lexi and Rain to make them think that we can make a difference, make a change, but we haven't so far. What if we can't make a change? Maybe if we could just save one person, Sam. Alice. We need to save her. We need to. It rings a bell, but no. Sorry, Sam. Not really. But it wants to know why you're hesitating. Mercury thinks you are. I can see its point. Alice is in danger and you're still here asking questions.
What should I be doing?
Protecting her? I'm not saying lock her in a vault and surround her by guards, but anything would be justifiable at this point. I'd at least have eyes on her, and don't trust the police to do it. They have a poor track record.
Things they had been able to ascertain about their mystifying discovery.
Come on, Lawrence.
Honestly, you don't. Once they're caught, a few hours later, they've hopped timelines into someone else. We just keep chasing them, continuously trying to stop them ruining lives. Yes, but it kills the vessel too. So, you could have a traveler inside you right now, and if I killed you, you'd both be dead. I'm not sure. So that's what this is about. Chief Dupont has finally dug up my old record. I am Lawrence Petrovsky. Victoria Cheng, a very good painter. I didn't kill her, though. I was trying to save her.
Of course you are.
Hong Kong. It was our third encounter with a traveler. We'd managed to trap her on the roof of an apartment complex. Roughly translated, the building was called Flight, which was ironic. When the traveler realized we had it cornered, it tried to jump off. I managed to grab Victoria's ankle, but I couldn't hold on. Hong Kong being Hong Kong, there was about 37 tourists that filmed the whole thing. So to some people, it looked like I was dangling her over the edge of a building to meet her doom. I wasn't. I was trying to save her.
I believe him, yo.
No alternative had presented itself.
I don't know why,
Dimitri
but
had
I
once
do.
again insisted.
Hey,
Quite a lot, but I'm not sure how much of it is useful. Apparently this town has a lot of spirits with a lot of unfinished business.
Yeah.
I guess every town has a good population of dead, but they usually move on. These were different. They were in pain. So many of them. What happened in this town? Yes, the general message is anyone that tries to stop Ellis dying will be punished. Sam, be careful, please. Oh my god, who told you about Victoria? She died, jumped off a building. We tried to save her. Well, Rain tried to save her. Sam, we need to save Ellis. Victoria's already gone. A who, what, betroths what? No. Should I?
Yeah, I don't
He's
want to
off
give
the
that away.
radio. I don't really know him. Actually, I'm glad you're here. I really, really want to do a reading for you right now. You know, to help. Great. Let me just draw 3 cards for you. I shuffled before you got here. Okay. No, the 2 of Cups. That's mysterious. Is there anyone you feel a spark of attraction to? Maybe someone you've met recently?
You,
The
baby.
Lovers. I did not expect that. It seems this attraction has the potential to be life-changing, if you want it to be.
She's
And
trying to set
finally,
us up.
the Knight of Cups. This card is about pursuing your heart's desire. I think it's time to tell that someone special how you really feel. Wow, what an interesting reading. Does it mean anything to you? You catch on quickly, don't you, Sam?
Mm-hmm.
When the lamp on his helmet suddenly went out. This is not just probes that end up malfunctioning down here.
All right.
Don't confirm the existence of travelers. They're not ready.
Hi, Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
It wasn't easy to find some of the small markings in the
Alright, he
pitch
said
black.
he's going to handle violence.
Did you
So.
get a call from my doctor?
Your doctor did call.
Did you tell her I was being compliant?
I said you would take. Are you?
No. Not anymore.
I think you're supposed to take the pills, Violet.
Well, you're normally more forceful about it, Claude. You said my UFO was real. So why am I taking pills?
I didn't say the UFO was real.
Are you trying to make me go mad?
Yeah.
Just an hour ago, you said there was a UFO sighting. Now it's take the pills, Violet.
You said you saw other heads when you were taken.
Yes. Other girls, younger than me.
Younger?
Nobody I recognized. They all had red hair.
Do you think this place is nearby? They all
Yes, they all had red hair. They were all very pretty. And they were all alive. In that moment.
He hadn't told anyone about the whispers in the dark, us being declared mentally unfit.
Tell me about... What does the name...
Any unusual sounds.
No, we're not gonna fuck with him.
I haven't asked you about Zach yet.
Until a few hours ago, I never heard of the guy. Creepy as fudge, if you ask me.
Thanks, Lexi. It's always a pleasure.
Hey, it's for our traditional internet droppage. I think we're good.
Anything for you, Chief?
To the civilization that came up with this word, curiosity was a concept to be closely associated. As he
Where's she at?
he fell asleep.
Chief DuPont. Grave news, indeed.
Indeed.
Will Ellis be safe with you here?
No. She wants me to keep broadcasting, which means I'll be booth-bound for most of the night. She'd be safer at home, with someone protecting her.
Get someone else to handle the radio.
Be obeyed.
He noticed another presence in the room. He could hear them breathing. Hello? Can you hear me? He tried again. I can't see. I think I'm blind. The breathing became heavier.
Hello, I'm Violet. I'm Violet.
And changed into a deeply
I think Violet
unsettling
did it.
guttural sound.
I mean, she's weird.
Dimitri. Just when he was about to turn around and run into what sounded like a dying breath. He approached the source of the sound. He reached out his hand, but both perplexed. Nothing made sense.
Violet, I'm actually a bit tied up at the moment. Well, in danger, actually.
How do they know each other?
Whispering to him. As the murmurs grew louder, Dimitri was almost able to make out individual words in a language wholly unknown to him.
Oh,
or
what
any
time
other
is
man.
it? It's 10.
It's
All
hard.
right.
Hi, I'm Bronwyn. I'm Bronwyn.
Bronwyn.
No sound. He reached for his throat and felt his skin peel.
Alright, we
Dr.
know that it
Sheffield?
becomes Zach.
Come in, Dr.
Bring
Sheffield.
Zach to talk to Violet.
What can we do to help Ellis?
Haven't we done enough? Not many people get to know when they're going to die, let alone get the chance to avoid it. We've given Ellis a huge advantage.
So what should we do? Do you really think she's got a chance?
Maybe. Maybe Sam's her lucky charm.
Hey, Selena, how's it
Anything
going?
short of an apocalypse would be considered a victory at this point.
Some kind
You're
of
all good.
hallucination, he concluded.
Just make
Possibly
sure you watch
caused
the
by a
beginning.
gas or an unfamiliar type of
Bron, I thought about the whole restraining thing, and it's really hard to ask someone if they mind you tying them up for a while. I did a thing for Sam anyway. It might have helped.
What are you doing now?
I don't know. I don't want to lie about my alibi again, though. What should I do?
Log into Tarotism. Stay with me. Log into
Good idea. I'll stay in my room, log in, and wait for you to give me the all clear. Then they'll know I'm not a suspect. You're the best.
realization in his voice. Well, yes.
Shit,
replied
there you
Dr.
are, Nibbler.
Dryly.
You act like you've been
She
here.
looked at Dimitri with bewilderment, more surprised
You
than
don't
impressed
talk.
by his linguistic
You don't
knowledge.
count.
Or curious. wide with fear. Looked at the others in confusion. Dimitri snapped back to reality. We've had this conversation before. Is it possible you're having...
Alright, let's go be Lawrence.
Hello, I'm Rain.
You've seen what exactly? The future? Dr. Whitfield.
Why do you think the killer's chosen Ellis?
Because she sees her as a threat. Or he.
Likes redheads.
If you saw the future, what happens next? Dr. Remington asked with some trepidation.
It's getting closer, isn't it?
What's getting closer? Do you think this... What's getting closer?
The event. Whatever's going to happen to Ellis. I can feel it.
Do you think this John Pope is involved?
I doubt it. As far as I know, they're live on air a lot of the time, and not sure he could have nipped out, murdered Dorota, and made it back for the news at 10.
So it could be him then?
It could be anyone. It could be you, Ray.
Dimitri had listened to those recordings.
It's
He
not
couldn't
me.
make out anything out of the ordinary.
Hey.
How's the Ouija?
Sam's asked if I can get anything else out of this. It's full of wit and repartee as per usual. Dead people have a lot of time on their hands.
His spine. He lay himself on bed and quickly fell asleep. He couldn't wait to go back home. Night, Dimitri awoke. Hollow whispers in the... Didn't bother turning on the...
Rain, what an unexpected pleasure. Maybe you could help me with something.
Indeed.
No.
When you were here yesterday, you don't recall seeing a small green velvet pouch anywhere, do you?
No.
Well, keep your eyes peeled. The pouch contains Augustan gold coins, believed to have been part of Mary August's original hoard. Oh, sorry, you don't know the town's origin story, do you? Suffice to say, if you see them, please return them to me. They're in the pouch for a reason. If anyone
so
comes
there's
into
two likes.
contact with them, bad things happen. I have to be on air in a minute. Another time, maybe.
Through the tall glass windows that span the wall were many distant pinpricks of white, the lights of the city.
Let's just get right to it.
I'm Zach Weston. Just sharpening my powers of persuasion.
Not just undelusions of hair or clothes.
Zach, the game is up. I think you should leave town.
What?
I know where you were last night. I followed you to Dorota's house. Well, I didn't know it was Dorota's house until we arrived. Call it women's intuition.
I was at the studio. You were at Dorota's?
Don't change the subject. Sam and Dupont put two and two together.
And then what?
And then they're going to arrest you. You weren't there long, I suppose, but then I guess it doesn't take you long, does it?
You were spying on me.
I saw you leave her house, and then I went in. She was naked, lying radiant on the bed. What did I find in her closet? A wedding dress. Who was that for, Zach? Who was that for? I'm done covering for you. We're finished. You need to leave. Now.
A dark tunnel, and at the bottom a mirage. Those teeth. That carnivorous circular coffin.
Okay, so
The vision vanished. An alternative to death was offered.
And dead, right?
Now, it needed help with its camouflage.
Now, was she already dead when Zach got there? I
Wear
guess.
like a shell for hermit crab. I agreed to help the bag lady with its disguise. I agreed to... I thought to the bag...
Good evening, Zachary.
Whoa.
That's for being a creep with Alice. Now get out of my radio station.
The entity did not understand the concept of water or air, floating or standing, living or dead.
We just got punched.
These things were
That's
all
funny.
alien to it.
Alright, so we need to be Lexi now. Now, is she going to have a fat lip or black
Hi,
eye?
I'm Lexi. I'm Lexi.
Come from prostitution as age, drugs, and street life.
Do you think you're a suspect?
Not that I know of. Chief Dupont asks me for favors, so I think I'd know.
Did Zach kill Dorota?
No. I saw Dorota look out of the window after he left.
So she killed her.
Without the capacity to understand human perception, the entity was blind to the...
It's going to be soon. Whatever happens to Alice, it will be soon.
How do you know it's going to be soon?
I can sense it. Are you not picking anything up, Lex? There's a traveler nearby.
No. How do you know all this?
Mescaline mainly, but I don't recommend you try it. Do you really want to hear this?
Yeah.
At uni, I read a book by Aldous Huxley called The Doors of Perception. He takes mescaline and basically trips his balls off. And the party girl I used to be thought, yay. My experience wasn't anything like his, though. People looked like tiny rainbow outlines, and I would notice that some of them would just appear from nowhere. Those ones, the ones from nowhere, I think they're the travelers. They kind of merge into one person, and suddenly there's only one outline. That's what I see. But you, no drugs for you, young lady. Tea and nothing else, all right?
Small talk with
I
the
want to do
servers
some
at the
drugs.
restaurant. Not this one. The worm had to be told incessantly. Worm had to be told. When I looked into the eyes of the people I spoke with, and they looked into mine.
Well, we can be
Hi,
phone now.
I'm Alice. I'm Alice.
The bag lady was getting hungry. Spare some change? A homeless man
Wish there was
said.
no way to know who
Cardboard sign in hand and smelled of urine.
was available.
Worm did not hear the usual refrain. Not this. What's special about this one? The answer was nothing, which may have been precisely the... How about something...
Alice, do you have the amethyst?
What amethyst?
Poe's amethyst pendant? The one we have the buyer for?
Poe's pendant?
Okay, we're playing silly buggers now. Don't worry about it. My buyer would have found something by the time you pitch up with it anyway.
The bag lady was waiting. Waiting for me to...
I'm so sorry.
Why is he
You
so
mean everything
creepy?
to me. I won't let you die.
Are you okay?
Of course I'm okay. It's you who's shrouded in darkness, my love. Elle, we must finish what we started.
Nope. What do you mean?
Us. Our love. I don't care what happens to me. I'm going to leave her. I know I keep saying it, but this time, I really do mean it. Are you ready to spend the rest of your life with me, no matter its length?
No.
No? Oh. Sorry. Sorry, it's me. I overindulged. Emotional. Forget what I said. Let's get through this. Let's get you safe.
I slept with Dorota.
Oh. Why? And why are you telling me now?
You didn't know? Because I wanted to.
No. No, I didn't know. You know how to pull it.
Yeah, I am cold. You know what I mean? But hey.
But it doesn't change the way I feel about you today. I forgive you, Elle.
You're married. How you gonna forgive
I
me?
worship you. Don't you see that?
Do you remember? It was the same material.
Oh, it must be bronze.
Correct.
I'm Poe, and this is your August update. August update.
Kind of screwed
Belt
that up.
buckle? I'm not sure.
Yeah,
what else to
why
use
would
it for.
people...
I'm sorry, can I help you?
I've just moved in next door.
It's not a very good time at the moment, I'm afraid.
Really? Anything I can help with?
No, not really.
Because it was excavated at Brindley Hill. Within August. You might have
Alright,
seen it.
so I think Violet's killer.
Of evil spirits while traversing.
Well, I wish we could give everyone in August one of those.
Poe's Curiosity Shop is now renowned.
Dark Knight.
John. I'm gonna be fine.
How long have we been together now?
On the radio? I started at Radio August about 2 years ago. Why?
No, I mean, romantically. Do you want me to leave my wife?
I only want you to do what makes you happy. I'll be waiting for you either way.
Why didn't you tell me about Dorota?
What didn't I tell you about Dorota?
That you... I'm giving you a chance to tell me now.
Can't we talk about this another time?
No.
It's just that it's late, and I'm about to get murdered. I thought you'd come to put your arms around me and tell me everything was going to be all right.
We need...
Stay at the radio, Poe. Sam's taking care of me now. I'm gonna be saved. Didn't you know? I love you.
I'm staying. I love you.
Okay, well,
Prepare
the
for the
real
moment,
one
the tipping point when
just
she will
got to die.
finally cut her strings and fly.
That's
There
gonna
was
be
a
awkward.
process to this. The young, susceptible,
Alright,
high-risk
well, I think we're ready to move on to
already
the next
have a
chapter,
home
but it
for
is
the demon
10:30,
in their heart.
basically.
Most people do anyway. The
Let's
demon
see
would
if we
grow
can't get any more out of
stronger,
Violet.
too big
now that
for
we
it to
know.
stop.
Did he? Did he tell you that he was there too? I assumed Dorota was disappointed with the sex they'd had, so Zack killed her for attacking his masculinity. Well, that's just a lie. He's covering for himself. I never went into her bedroom. How could it be me?
Night. He tainted all of it. There was nothing left.
Why would she say that? That would put us both at the crime scene. Dorota was fine when I left her. She asked me to come over and watch her get her freak on, which I did, being the gentleman that I am. I misread the signal somewhat, as I thought I was supposed to join in, which was not the case. I think she threw a teddy bear at me or something. Ugh. After that I left. I had no idea Violet was spying on me.
See, that I believe.
It's just nature.
Yes, I'm surprised she told you about that. How did that come up? I see. There's a plethora of ways you could have protected your source, but instead you pretend you've been having breakfast with Alice. Maybe you should see a psychiatrist, Sam. I can recommend a good one.
Try. Her red hair fanned out around her pillow as she laid back.
I suppose it did look a bit like that on the video. He managed to grab her ankle as she went over, but he just didn't have the strength to hold her. Still, he kept pretty quiet about that, didn't he? How did they even get in that position, Sam? That's the question you should be asking. Sure, he tried to save her, but did he?
Okay, so he sucks.
Yeah, Dr. Tanner. She's checking up on Violet. Why are you still giving her a hard time about this? She's had it tough enough already. She wanted to check Violet was taking her pills. Apparently Violet told her to call me to confirm. She's dealing with a lot of things, just so go easy.
What things?
The doctor said the aliens are delusions, a side effect of her previous alcoholism. She's been sober 6 months, and I don't want to change that, Sam. The neuropathy she suffered due to alcohol is causing her problems. The pills are to try to help with that, but guess they have side effects too. Memory loss. She's not a monster, just a little girl lost. She was drinking to forget. She ran with a bad crowd a few years ago. They branded their backs with symbols, basically a cult. The leaders were imprisoned, but they left a lot of baggage behind. You won't get any mileage talking to her about it, I assure you. Rain's still a suspect. No corroborated alibi. Bromman Castle has one, Lexi Taylor doesn't. I got my search back on Rain, or Petrovsky, as we should call him. He's got priors that you're looking into. Rain met Ellis when he was touting for work. He gets around quickly. Ellis knows Violet because of the free radio project. Violet's just admitted being at the crime scene last night with Zack. It's not looking good for Zack now. Oscar's in the clear.
I think it's not looking good for Violet.
He said that Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet. Not many people would know that. I think you've narrowed it down to Zack, Rain, and Lexi. That's just my professional opinion, mind you. Feel free to ignore the person who hired you. That's it.
Zack, Rain, and Lexi. I don't think it was Lexi or Rain. I think it was Violet.
They just need ears to listen. It wasn't...
Let's see if we can get any more. We can.
I delivered radios all over town. I don't think I should have bothered with some of them, though. I don't think... Violet, is it? I don't think Violet liked me very much. Maybe. I don't know why anyone would be threatened by me, though. I'm not interested in stealing anyone's man.
Yes.
I didn't steal Poe. He gave himself to me. It's not what it sounds like. Dorota lost her scholarship. She said it was an administrative error. She showed me the letter and everything. They tend not to report those kind of things, Sam. The money was for her, Sam, so she could have her dream of being a cellist. I wanted her to have her dream. It doesn't matter now.
Poe does know.
No, not exactly. I told him I was in trouble with credit cards, and he offered to bail me out. I asked if I could have one of his artifacts, and of course he gave it to me.
What is it you want, Alice?
I just want to make people happy. To put out into the world what I want back. Is that too much to ask? It hasn't made me happy yet, but maybe one day someone will. I couldn't do this without him. He looks out for me. He's my best friend. What do you know, Sam?
I know it all.
It's true. A girl likes to keep her options open. What if someone new were to turn up in town and I realize that I like them more?
Is she trying to seduce us?
Then save me, Sam. You'll be richly rewarded.
Sleep, he whispered. It was a hopeful plea, feebly
Shall we
meow
fuck that up?
was
Alright,
an
so we did
order.
that.
This could only mean
Just make sure we got
one
everybody,
thing.
and then
Ivan
we'll be ready
sat
for
up,
this next chapter.
scooped Uni to the floor.
How do you do it, Sam? It's been just a few hours since you've arrived, and yet you've got my life story already. Show me where they branded you. You can't, can you? There are only 7 of us. Those faces still haunt my dreams. Thanks for bringing it up again, though. Such a joy to be around, Sam.
Tales that
Alright,
hadn't
so
even grown yet.
we couldn't
Last
bluff our way
time.
through that.
Thanks for trying to cheer me up. We chased her up onto a rooftop, and she jumped. Rain almost saved her, but he couldn't hold on. Chief DuPont dragged that up, I suppose.
You sure?
Now, what's that supposed to mean? Of course he was trying to save her.
The kitchen was quiet. The small seemed to
seems
be
nervous
moving.
now.
These were all good signs.
Jesus,
A rat?
Tony.
No, not a rat. A cat.
Alright, well, I think we are
Smaller
ready
than
for
a
the next
cat.
chapter, but
A kitten.
I think we're just going to stay right here. We won't move
Pulled
on
the kitten's
until
body,
the next one.
stepping over its limp legs.
So, drop them like
without
together already,
even looking.
guys. You're
Her eyes fixed on him, waiting for what? He crouched down for a closer look.
I'm out.
The kitten's eyes were open. Blue,
This is Poe.
pink nose, pink
In a
ears,
row.
so fluffy. The cutest thing. We're on to kittens now?